Hi there, I'm Jed Robertson with Word Forest, and I'm here in Cardiff today by the Nant Y Dderwen Deg to talk about the brilliance of trees in our everyday lives. Now, Nant Y Dderwen Deg translates from Welsh to Stream of the Fair Oak, so it's a great place to start our journey. You'll often find certain species of tree by the waterside. Their specific adaptations make them well suited to wet or boggy conditions, and they support their environment in a multitude of ways.
Just their mere presence shapes the ecosystem in the water below. The roots filter contaminants and excess nutrients, their shade reduces the water temperature, and they provide places to hide for fish and insects.
Those such as these willows in Waterloo Gardens, as well as poplar and alder, grow lateral root systems which bind the soil together.
This reduces erosion and strengthens the riverbank by dispersing the power of the water, especially when its level rises in the rain.
Urban flooding is an issue facing many communities worldwide, and the planting of the right trees in the right places can go a long way to mitigating its impact.
The way trees shape our environment isn't just through their use as a building material, but also while they are living and growing. They can be purely decorative, like the flamboyant cherries that bloom as spring arrives, painting our streets with colour.
Taller species can be structural, creating screening between rows of houses, or directing us through the world by creating pathways. Whatever their intended, or indeed incidental purpose, they do an awful lot for us in our day-to-day lives.
Historically, alder was the favoured building material for lock gates and canal structures. It becomes as hard as stone when kept in water, and its rot resistance when submerged is unrivaled among native species. As far back as the Bronze Age, our ancestors in Scotland used it to build strongholds called cranachs atop rafts or pillars out on the lochs. In fact, most of Venice is built on piles made of alder trunks. Here in Cardiff, we're lucky enough to have the Roath Botanic Gardens, where tree species from all over the world grow for our viewing pleasure. The plethora of information available here isn't just useful for the pub quiz, but helps us to become more conscious of the environment that we so need to protect. A daily encounter with the fascinating and frankly awe-inspiring flora of our world encourages passive learning for adults and children alike. And having these green spaces available to us will inspire future generations to take better care of it. The stream eventually flows into Roath Lake, home to over 30 species of bird and the iconic Scott Memorial Lighthouse. I'd encourage you to do as I have and visit your local green space. Take the time to appreciate the natural world and think about what small things you can do day to day to help it thrive.